Let me just test it here. Okay, we're working. Okay, just double checking. Um, so what happened was that I set the MTU on my connection to 800, and I meant that earlier because I was trying to play GT Online solo. So I forgot to set that to 15. That's why I couldn't join. But anyway, just to since I'm restarting the stream again, um, let me just call this. Let me see if I just hold us one second. Let me if I can change on the audio here. Okay, that way I can talk a little better. Anyway, let's going back again to earlier. I was having a bit of an argument with some guy in Facebook over this particular series in which I didn't like the way the story was going. I didn't like the way whoever wrote that changed the way I know about the story of that series. And the guy just said to him, "Don't watch that series anymore. If you don't like it, just go watch something else." And I find that particular remark as demeaning because it's not a solid nor a satisfying explanation as to why I didn't like that particular series and the way it's story. And I tried to explain it, but he wouldn't get it. And when he tried to explain it, he tried to explain to me, I get it, and I tried to say it back. It's like there are still things I don't understand, and then after that, just called me out. And that made me realize something because prior to that argument I had on Facebook, I was actually taking a psychology test that regarding Fall Guys. It's for game theory on the channel. And when I took the test, I kind of found out something about myself. Now, the short version, because it's hard for me to explain, but the short version is that my brain is hardwired to um, to such a degree that I tend to think a lot, and but all that thinking, all that processing, all that analyzing, or even over analyzing, which I realize that it definitely matches my character. It's so profound that the way I see the world is completely different from the way everybody sees it. I have a completely different view of things. And as a consequence, when I try to explain it, to explain things, people don't get it. Or they refuse to get it, or one or the other, because the way they view the world so far away from how I view it. And that's quite a revelation on my part because now I'm trying to look back at all the things I've done in my life and trying to explain things. And somehow this way of thinking, this way of how I view the world contributed to that. I'm not saying that the way I see it is good or bad, but now I understand why people around me think I'm a bullshitter because it's completely different from because because of the way I see the world being so different from theirs and how I and how either by my choice or by outside circumstances that I don't get along with other people and their views. To me, I don't see it as a bad thing. I mean, I always honor or respect the views of other people, even though I may not like it, but I try my best to be open-minded about it. There are of course certain things that I be close-minded about, but there are others that I will be open-minded to it, and I won't get offended by all of it. And then there are times, but it doesn't work with the other way around. Other people want me to think what they think, and if it's a contradiction, then I'd be called a fool, and that's very very saddening to be to be honest, at least in my part. But realizing that, I am trying my best to because make them to get used to it because I don't know. I don't think I'm already in a middle-aged guy now, so I am way far too far from being able to change my view of the world or rewire my brain to see the world the way they see it. Like I said, I don't see this as a bad thing. I find that I would find that me having a unique view of the world is unique, but it's just disheartening that other people don't see it that way. I understand that, but to be called out as a bullshitter just because your views are different from them, even if it's something like I like this show because of this, or I don't like this show because of this, and the rest is the opposite. That's saddening. That's saddening. Anyway, I see this one isn't loading, so I'm probably gonna stop and end the stream for now. I know I couldn't believe if it still doesn't work, I'll just go and switch to GTA Online and do some grinding. Anyway, that I just wanna um, say what I want to say, just to for sense, just to I don't know how to say it, to get it off my chest, if you will. And for anyone who's listening to this, that and to if they can if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, even though it may sound like I'm I'm just gibbering nonsense, I really thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. All right, I'm ending the stream now. Bye bye.